Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up. good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening from the UK, good evening from the south coast of the UK on a very hot evening. Marcus Holmes says, that was a good bag that badge, all done, yes. Well, actually, we've got about 100 metres and then we're done. That is bag that badge done for another day, another week. The reason I have done Mayfield for bag that badge today is because the main event actually is the Pride Run this evening at 7:30 UK time, 8:30 Central European time, and sometime early afternoon in America. So if you're over in the States or in Canada or Brazil, Argentina, Chile, welcome along. Bag that badge is done for another week. But I'm going to do about 4K, I think, around the track. So come and join us. We'll have a nice easy run around the track, and then in about 25 minutes we'll jump over to the Pride Run, which you can see is already linked on the bottom left of the screen there, waiting for me to join. Good evening, Tina. She's just sitting there eating ice cream, vanilla, and she had double chocolate ice cream for lunch, so it's an entire ice cream day for Tina. Good evening, Amy. Looking forward to seeing Amy in a few days' time. Amy is going to join us for the Pride Run, but she's going to walk it. That's fine, half an hour. The Pride Run lasts. So, oh, that's a good point. I need to disable camera angles. Because now that the Bag That Badge event has finished, I am liable to fly off and go a different direction. So let's just pause this script. We'll go to number 7, camera angle 7, and we'll leave that on for the rest of the run as we run around the track. So yeah, we're going to do 4 kilometres around the track, and then Victoria's going to join me for the Pride Run, and that'll be a half an hour run starting at 7:30. I hope you've had a good day. It's been absolutely sweltering here. I have sat in the house editing video on my computer and then taken some breaks sitting in the sunshine in the garden. It's been very nice indeed. And also did briefly dip in the sea with my son Ellis. We went for a very quick dip in the cold water, and it was cold water. Amy says it's been freezing here today and yesterday. So Amy's near Nottingham in the centre of the UK. and she says it's been cold there. Wow. Hello, Anthony. By the way, hello, Sebastian as well. Amy, Tina, Sebastian, and Anthony, all in the chat there. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, feel free to say hello, ask me a question, throw me some abuse, whatever you like. I'm watching chat on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube as we make our way around the track, doing another 3 kilometres before we jump over to the Pride Run and Victoria comes and joins us. Tina's been gardening and she's had a lovely walk by the river with her dogs this afternoon. Sounds perfect. Sebastian is waiting on the start line of the Pride Run for Victoria to join. One kilometre done, 3 to go. Just nice and easy, 10 kph. Becca Ward is on the track with us, as is the legend that is Marcus Holmes. Jacobs is on there. Ian McLaughlin is on there. Hello, Ian. Mark Samuels is on there as well. Hi, Mark. And a few other names I vaguely recognise. Sparky is there. I recognise that name. There's Becca, just in front of me. Let's give people a ride on. Amy is going to watch the Backyard Ultra video tonight. A couple of years ago I made a documentary which won an award. Did you know I am an award-winning filmmaker? Well, I am. So I made a film called 81 Yards a couple of years ago. And it's available on Vimeo. It's not available on my Film My Run YouTube channel. You have to search for it on Vimeo. And it costs about, I don't know, is it $5 to rent or buy? Something like that. So Amy's going to watch it tonight. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. If you haven't watched it and you'd like to, it is the story of a world record breaking run. And Tina says, oh, here we go, blah, blah, blah. Always going on about his bloody awards. Listen, I'll never win another one, that's for sure, so I milk it all I can whenever I get the chance, Tina. So, what else have you done today? Tina's been in the garden, Tina's been eating ice cream all day. Amy's been freezing cold. What has anyone else done? Anyone been running in the hot weather? I put my entry in for the Cape Wrath Ultra, so I am now officially doing the Cape Wrath Ultra next year. And I did think that the credits that I got for the volunteering would only cover part of the fee, but actually, when it came down to it, it covered the whole thing. So that was good. So I didn't have to pay any extra money, and I am off to Cape Wrath again next year, but this time instead of volunteering, I will be running. So that's good. Pleased about that. Really excited about it as well. Yeah, Marcus says no fee, yeah. Yeah, no, I thought it would only pay for, 90% and I'd have to pay an extra, I don't know, £50 or £100 or something on top. But no, it paid for the whole thing, so that's really good. And if you want to know, it was £1,900. So that's about $2,500. for the entry fee for next year's Cape Wrath Ultra. And I can just feel that Marcus Holmes wants to do it with me. I can just tell he's inkling. He's just on the edge of signing up himself. It was stunning, Amy. Marcus says, how many miles a day? Approximately 50 kilometres, so 31 miles per day. But not every day is equal, so some of the days are shorter days. So there are a couple of days around 26 miles, 27 miles. One day is only 16 miles, that's the last day. But then a couple of days are 45 miles. So not every day is evenly measured out. Tina says, I bet that made Victoria very happy. Yes, it did. The lack of extra spending was, a boon. Definitely easier than running across Africa. Russ Cook is still going, halfway through Namibia at the moment, if you're following that story. Russ Cook from my hometown of Worthing, although I'd never heard of him before, is currently attempting to run from the tip of Africa to the top of Africa. So he started in South Africa and he's currently halfway through Namibia on his way up, and he's doing around 40 to 50 kilometres every day, and he's attempting to do it with no breaks at all, no rest days. It will be amazing if he succeeds in that endeavour. 2 kilometres now done, 2 kilometres to go before we jump over to the Pride Run and we set up the Noble Pro treadmill for Victoria. I hope you're all going to be following Amy Green's progress on Saturday at the Backyard Ultra. Marcus says, Stephen, what is your next race? It will be the South Downs Way 100 in a week and a half. So I hope I managed to get some sleep over the weekend, so we're not too tired when it comes to next weekend, the following weekend, when we're doing another 100 miles. Daily text, hello Steve, says good luck Amy for Saturday. I have said this twice already on other streams, but now that you're here I know that you're definitely listening. Thank you so much for repairing my phone. So Steve Smith, who is daily text there on YouTube, I sent Steve my phone, or my Zwift phone, not my proper phone, but my Zwift phone that I use for Zwift Companion app and in-game chat. Had a broken screen for months, and Steve very kindly fixed it for me while I was away in Scotland, posted it back to me, and it's all working just fine. There it is on the screen now. I mean, obviously you can't see where it's been repaired, but it has been repaired, and I can now type on it without it going crazy. Because before, the track in the screen was at exactly the point where I want to type the letter M, and it just would never type the letter M properly, and it would always do a load of gobbledygook, stupid letters, and it was a nightmare. So really glad to have that fixed. And apparently Steve is not too far from Tina, and Tina has used Steve's services before, I believe. So there we go. Recommendations all round. Tina Beard says, regarding the South Downs Way 100 mile race in a week and a half, is Victoria doing it with you? My reply to that, Tina, is I could not possibly comment for fear of losing my limbs. 2.5k done, 1.5 kilometres to go. Tina and Steve are actually in the same running club apparently, so there you go. And Steve will be driving the van to the Plague, not on a work basis though. So Steve Smith will be at the Mud Crew Roseland August Trail event, which is also in a week and a half's time. I would be there, but unfortunately I am running. Oh no, it's the North Downs Way that's on, isn't it? That's in August, yeah. I think that's right. The Plague is what is the 100k race, part of the Mud Crew Roseland August Trail, which is, funnily enough, in August. But I won't be there because I'm running the North Downs Way 100 on that weekend. Yeah, 4th of August. Thank you, Steve. Night has fallen over the Mayfield track in Watopia. The sun is going down here in the UK. It is 25 degrees inside shed quarters. I haven't got the fans on. The sun is still shining outside. It's just that I think it's gone behind the houses now, so the garden is now in shade. If you're going to join us for the Pride Run, that starts in about 13 minutes. So we'll be joining that run any moment now. 1 more kilometre or so. Marcus has done 3 kilometres. Walt Huddle has just joined us. Hello, Walt. I might just actually take my keyboard and drop a load of ride-ons. Yes, I think Clive is running the Plague this year. See you in a bit, Steve. Oh dear, my mouse is not wanting to work at all. Stuck in the middle of the screen. I can't do anything with my mouse. It might mean the batteries have completely gone now. Victoria, if you're coming into the shed, could you find 2 AA batteries for me and bring them in when you come in, because my mouse is not working at all. My keyboard's not working. Oh, it's suddenly come to life. How weird. Suddenly came to life. Walt Huddle gets a ride on. Hunt has already got a ride on from me. Don't know who that is. There's Marcus. Marcus hasn't yet had a ride on. There you go, Marcus. Alk Wharf from South Africa. The Velo Rider has had a ride on from me. Iron PAA. There you go. Mark Samuels already had a ride on. Who else have we got? Nixon. There we go, Nixon. Oh, there's not actually that many people on the track tonight. Anyway, there we go. 800 metres left. Twice more round the track. Sparky. Has he had a ride on? No, there's Sparky. There we go. So 4 minutes more running, and then we'll drop ourselves into the Pride Run and see who else is going to join us there. And that's a half an hour jog around. Still 25.5 degrees here. Marcus is going to do Pride as well. Marcus, in all seriousness, were you vaguely considering the Cape Wrath Ultra or not really? It is a long time to be away from home, and it is a lot of money. But I sensed an intrigue in your voice, as it were. And he says, I am incredibly intrigued. I think Sarah Jacobson is as well, but I don't think she's genuinely thinking of trying it. 400 kilometres. Yeah, it is a long time away. Yeah, you'd be away for at least 11 days. It's probably 2 weeks, to be honest, from America. But there were a lot of guys from America and Canada over there. Eight days of running and a day at least of travelling either side. So what's that? 10 days, 11 days? Yeah. I mean, it was a day of travelling either side for me, to be honest. But if you fly from Inverness, I suppose you could probably do it travelling in a day as well. Yes, Marcus, it is a staged race, and the winner is the person who has the shortest time across the whole 8 days. So, yeah, you could, in theory, you could not win each day, or you could not win one of the days or a couple of the days. As long as you have a faster overall time, then you would be the winner. So, for example, the winner of the Cape Wrath this year, David Parrish, he wasn't the winner of, I think, 2 stages, but he was very close behind the winner, and his overall time was quite a long way ahead of everyone else. 2 hours, I think he was ahead of everyone else. Okay, less than a minute now, and we'll jump over. We'll make sure that Victoria is set up as well. I could try setting Apple TV up, actually, if that will work. You'll have to give me a couple of minutes to set Victoria up where I might not be chatting very much. Let me start that process now. Do you want to do it on your phone, or do you want me to set up Apple TV? Oh, okay, Victoria's here. She's going to do it on her phone. Right, there we go. That is my 4 kilometres done. So I'm now just going to jump over to the Pride Run. Victoria is here. She is just plugging her phone in, so she's going to do it on her phone. Right, we've got 5 minutes before the start of the Pride Run. Let me just see if I can help Victoria set up. Oh, is it down Right, Victoria is on the correct Wi-Fi network. She is downloading Zwift onto her phone because it has. She's not used Zwift on her phone for ages, and it's, you know what the Apple phones do, they kind of delete apps that you're not using regularly. So there we are. Steve Smith is in the Pride Run. We have 14 other people. Sebastian is in the Pride Run as well. So when you finish this run, it's going to be a new 2023 Pride kit. Buenaventura is in the Facebook page. Hello, Buenaventura. Kathy McManus has joined us for the Pride Run. Shouldn't it? Okay, let's see what I've got here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Apple TV, Victoria. Right, I think we're going to try Apple TV. Fingers crossed. You need to try it on your phone, your watch rather. That's annoying. We're all right. Oh no, it's the wrong password. Okay, so we are struggling now with trying to find a correct device to use. I had the wrong password on Apple TV, so let's try that again. A bit worrying, isn't it? That's the wrong password. How long have we got? We're running out of time. One minute 20 seconds. Well, no, I'm one thing. "15 seconds and we'll be away." Right, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, let's go. Yeah. Okay, we're off. Here we go. Amy Green's in the run. Amy's going to walk it. I'm going to go at 9. So we'll go nice and easy. So this is the new Pride On kit for 2023. Buenaventura is there, Sebastian is there, Mark Samuels is there, Kathy McManus is there, Etsy is there, Amy Green is walking. I'm doing 9 kilometers per hour. Okay, Victoria is going to try and catch me up. She is now in the run. Alfredo Mendes, hello. Tina Beard says she likes the kit. And we've got new thumbnails as well, new thumbs. Oh. Right, okay, that is weird. Victoria doesn't seem to be in the official run. Do you want to log out and log back into it? See if you can join again. Which event? Oh, well, it says you're in the event. Let me see if I can see. Oh, no, you are in the event. You just haven't got the colours. Right, that is very strange. I can't see you at the moment, Victoria. Oh, yes, I can. You're at the bottom of the screen, so you are in the event. Amy Green says, I see her on the list. Wait, where is Vic? Says Marcus Holmes. Marcus, Victoria is now in the run, but she doesn't seem to have the right kit on, which is very odd, but hopefully she'll get it by the end of the run. She did join slightly late, so that might be the reason. You're right behind me, Victoria. I don't know then. Right, let me try and get the mouse working again. Oh, this is all comedy, isn't it? You wouldn't join to watch if there wasn't some comedy shenanigans going on. Let me try and get my mouse working. It's stopped again, and then we'll get the camera angles on properly. We're running through Neokyo for the Pride Run today. I didn't notice how many people had joined the run. Right, Marcus says when you look at fan view, Victoria has the correct kit on. So I'll let me have a look. If I can get my mouse working. Right, well, let me look at you. You are in the correct kit. So there you go. Victoria is in the right kit. Let's get these camera angles working. Just half an hour run, yeah. So we're focused on Victoria on the Zwift screen. And Victoria says hello to everyone. Hang on a second, there you go.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm surprised I'm allowed a microphone. No camera though, I see. No. Sebastian's telling me off because I'm not doing 9 kph. Usually Sebastian is the one telling me to go faster. Yeah. Sorry, Sebastian.
Right, I'm going to run with Victoria, and I'm about 3 seconds behind her at the moment, so I'm going to catch her up, and then me and Victoria are going to stay together at 10 kph for the whole run. Sebastian's going to join us, Walt Huddle, I think, and Mark Samuels are going to join us. Buenaventura is trying to catch up as well. Come on, guys. 10 kph now. We'll do this for half an hour or 25 minutes. You need to do something right. Victoria feels like going at 9 kph is a bit too slow. She needs to do something which gets her heart rate a bit higher. Heart rate for Victoria is currently 141. Ellis has been to the track today, as well as swimming in the sea. This afternoon, Ellis has been to the track and done a track session. And Victoria was there with him.
And then at the end of Ellis's training session, he suggested that they all do a 75-metre race.
Really?
And everybody was up for it.
Marcus, I am not impressed. Marcus played the anti-Stephen last night. Marcus's wife had her friends over for dinner, and Marcus cooked dinner for all of them. That is definitely the anti-Stephen. Thankfully, Victoria doesn't have any friends, so there were... they won't be coming over.
How rude. Very true though. But if I did have friends that I could invite round for dinner, I'm not sure I would want Stephen cooking us dinner.
It's true. There is no way that Victoria does have friends, and she has plenty of friends who she could invite over for dinner. But there is no way on earth that she would let me cook. Exactly, they wouldn't be friends for long. Kathy says, if you mean cook, do you mean order pizza? Yeah, exactly. That's what I would be doing. Amy, oh right, yes.
Huge well done to Sophie, Amy's daughter. Amy says, Sophie did a running event at school against other schools. It was only about 3/4 of a mile, but she came fourth out of about 25. Superb. It's all those park runs, Amy. Tina has a question, Stephen. Apart from running, are you good at anything else, Stephen? It's debatable, Tina.
Well, regarding your earlier mocking of me, Tina, I am an award-winning filmmaker, I'll have you know. So yes, I'm good at 2 things.
And we must remember that when he was at school, he was the fastest backstroker in the West Midlands.
Yeah, fastest backstroke in the West. That was me when I was 12, or 10. When I was 10. I won the junior schools, West Midland Junior Schools backstroke. Fastest backstroke in the West. Don't you laugh at that, Tina Beard. That is quality work, that is. And it was only 43 years ago.
But you told me that you were 41.
Oh yeah, apart from, when I say 43 years ago, it's kind of 43 years ago when I was born, 41 years ago, and then add 10 years when I became the backstroke champion. Oh yeah, Marcus has just reminded me, I also, for about 48 hours, I held the distance record on Zwift for cycling. So there. So stick that in your backstroke.
Tina also reminds you, and of course, you were in a boy band, weren't you? Stephen, Stephen received a Blue Peter badge for being in his boy band. I received a Blue Peter badge for a poem.
I was not in a boy band. I was in a quality rock band. Boy band. I was not in a boy band. I was in a rock band. A well-respected, quality British rock band. Thank you.
We all know the truth, of course. Amy liked backstroke. Tina says you're so biting. Yeah, throw him that bait and reel him in, Tina. Sebastian is laughing.
Marcus says one day there will be a documentary made about Stephen, and it'll take about 5 minutes. Thanks, Marcus. Appreciate that, buddy. And that made Kathy roll on the floor laughing. Unbelievable. You know, whenever Victoria joins me to run, it basically just turns into mock Stephen hour.
Alfredo Mendes has a question. I've been running exclusively on the treadmill for 3 years. Stephen, stop. You're meant to be listening to the question. So Alfredo has been running exclusively on the treadmill for 3 years. Before that, says I did 5k on the street in 25 minutes. On the treadmill, I'm doing those 5k's in 1940. If I try again to run on the street, will I be able to reach close to 1940? I would say that depends on how closely calibrated your treadmill is. For Stephen and I, our paces on the treadmill are very similar to outside.
Yeah, pretty much exactly what Victoria says. It kind of depends on how well your treadmill is calibrated. I feel like my paces on my treadmill match my paces outdoors. So if I run 19 minutes for 5k on the treadmill, I can run 19 minutes for 5k outside. But some people's treadmills are not quite so well matched. Some people find they run a lot faster on their treadmill than they can outside. Some people find they can only run slower on the treadmill and they can run faster outside. So it really does depend, but the only way to find out, Alfredo, is to do it. You know, if you can run 1940 on the treadmill for 5k, go outside and run at that pace. Work out what pace that is per kilometre and start out running at that pace and see how you feel.
And whatever the result is, your treadmill running for 3 years has helped with your fitness for outdoor running.
Amy says, I've said it many times, I can run much, much quicker on the treadmill than outside. So that's more, you know, it's more to do with the motor on the treadmill and how easily that pulls under you. Amy will be able to tell by her heart rate how fast, how hard she's working indoors and outdoors. And it's fine, it doesn't matter, as long as you recognise the difference and you allow for it. So if you know that you run faster on the treadmill, don't try and go and run outside at that speed, because you will shatter yourself too quickly. Anyway, we are... Where are we? We're almost halfway through. So nearly 15 minutes in. We've got 15 minutes to go, and we are at about 2.5 kilometres in. Heart rate for Victoria is 146, so she's nice and comfortable.
Tina did say that you said that everybody could abuse you at the beginning. Anthony Anderson is asking you a question, Stephen. Did you get into the charts?
Did I get into the charts, Anthony? I did. In 1988, when I was 18 years old. I'm not going to say any more about it. Sebastian's heart rate is 143. Well done, Sebastian. Keep it going. Nice and comfortable. Steve Smith says man band as opposed to boy band. Grown up band. So I hope everybody's day's been good. We have had a scorching hot day down here in Worthing. On the south coast of the UK, it's been sunny and hot. I have been in the sea, which was freezing cold, but I did go in with my son Ellis. And then I've also spent time in the shade editing, and then in the sunshine drinking coffee and relaxing. So that's been my day, a mixture of work and relaxation. I have started editing the Cape Wrath Ultra video, although I feel like I ought to get a different video out in the meantime, but I don't know if I'll have time or not, because the Cape Wrath Ultra video is going to take a long time, because I've got 11 days of editing to do. We are going to do, over the weekend, if we get a chance, we're going to record a podcast with Victoria, talking all about her preparations for and execution of the 3 marathons that she did in April. So we're going to have a chat about that in a little more detail. Oh, sorry, the 100 miler, sorry, yes. Well, I guess we'll touch on the marathons as well, won't we? Buenaventura, I can't read what you've typed. Marcus says the podcast sounds like a great idea. Yeah, we'll see how it pans out. We'll just have a chat and record it and see what we come up with. There is a Film My Run podcast, but I don't post on it very often, and it tends to be audio versions of my videos. So because I do a lot of voiceovers on my videos these days, they tend to have not a lot of silent time in them, so I can use them as podcasts. So I quite often upload audio versions of the videos, but I do intend to do some proper podcasts where we just chat and go a bit in more detail to some things. Okay, that is 3 kilometers done. Tina says, fancy that, you talking a lot. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that I could talk a lot? I'll tell you what, Victoria can talk more than I can. It's just, I have to give her the chance by giving her the microphone. But Victoria can vie with me any day of the week for being able to talk. And Marcus Holmes can probably beat all of us. Marcus Holmes can talk, and put him together with Sarah Jacobson, and it is non-stop chatter from across the pond. We really must get another US takeover done on the Film My Run or the Zwift Run channel, because that was awesome when we handed the reins over to those guys. So we must do that again sometime soon.
In response to Tina's comment about you talking a lot, Steve says, he's kind of good at that, Tina. He really doesn't believe it, though. Tina is in agreement that Marcus definitely wins the crown for talking.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Marcus is the winner for chat, definitely. Put a microphone and a camera in front of Marcus, and there's no stopping him. Amy Green has listened to one of Marcus Holmes' podcasts. She says it went straight over her head. It would probably go over my head as well, to be fair, Amy. Marcus is a professor. He's a proper bona fide professor. So, you know. Yeah, I think I've just said that about... Marcus said thank you for listening to Amy about his podcast, which went straight over Amy's head and would probably go over our heads as well. Yeah. Okay, 20 minutes in, 10 minutes to go, and we are still going at around about 10 kph. A nice little group together here with Marcus Holmes, Steve Smith, Sebastian Volt, Buenaventura, Melee, Mark Samuels, Victoria, and then we've got RC just behind, and Samples from the USA, and Hodson from the USA just behind as well. Fernandez from Spain is there, Mellon from Canada, KT from Germany are all behind. But a good group of about 10 of us. You're just lagging behind a bit, Victoria. Do you want to catch up? Victoria's just dropping off the back of the group for some reason. Don't know. So we're running through Neokyo. If you don't know what Neokyo is, it's a mixture of Tokyo and neon. So it's a nighttime version of Tokyo, which is why it's called Neokyo. As you can see from all the neon lights. And we are looking to do around 5k of the Pride On Run 2023. Thank you for joining, everyone. This is an event that happens every year. And we started 3 years ago. And we still sometimes wear the old Pride On kit from 2020. Or was it 2021? Can't remember now. Victoria's heart rate is up to 153 as she just speeds up a bit to catch up to the back of the pack here. Mark Samuels is going a bit faster. Buenaventura says it was 2021 when we got our first Pride On kit. So this is the third year. Yeah, 2021, 2022, and now 2023 for the new Pride kit. And you'll see if you drop a ride on that you'll get a different coloured thumb. Let's try doing that and see if we can drop any more ride-ons. There you go. Some rainbow-coloured thumbs for you. We can also do that on here, look. We've had that for a while. So tomorrow is Friday. No, tomorrow is Friday. Gosh. So tomorrow, just to let you know if you're not aware already, we will not be running tomorrow because once again, we are away. This time for the Backyard Ultra in Suffolk, which we seem to be doing every year now again. So Victoria and I and the children will be off up to Suffolk tomorrow evening, and we'll be there all weekend. And hopefully somebody will be able to live stream on Monday evening, whether it's Clive Finnemore, me, or Victoria. Somebody will hopefully do the community run on Monday evening, because we don't know when the Backyard Ultra will finish. It might carry on through Monday and into Tuesday, or it might be over by Sunday night, who knows. So we'll just play that by ear. But joining us on Saturday will be Amy Green. So while it's my job to do social media for the event, Victoria will be crewing, and me if I get a chance, but Victoria will be crewing Amy. So wish Amy the best of luck and keep following. We'll try and post some updates on the Film My Run Facebook page of Amy Green's first backyard ultra. Sorry. Yes, if you go to a website called Timing Monkey, you can follow Amy round the backyard event on Saturday. Marcus says, go get it, Amy. She will. If we have anything to do with it, Amy will be going to get it. Good luck, Amy, says Buenaventura. Amy says she's scared. No need to be scared. You could just do one lap and then finish if you want. That'd be just 4 miles and you'd be done. No need to be scared. Just bring plenty of food.
Amy is exactly the same pace that you did your 100 miles on the treadmill. You know how that pace feels. Really will be fine. A bit of anxious feelings. It's probably just adrenaline starting to kick in, which is what you need. You really will be fine. And we'll look after you.
Okay, approaching the end, 4 minutes to go, 3.5 minutes of running, and we'll be done here with the Pride On Run 2023. And we will all be the proud owners of the new Pride On kit, shirt, shorts, and socks. Always good to unlock new kit. I'm disappointed though that they haven't sent me some real life kit. So enjoy tomorrow, enjoy whatever you do over the weekend. This is our last live stream until Monday. So we'll see you for the community run on Monday, whether it's myself, Victoria, or Mark, or Clive Finnemore. Have a great weekend. We are also away the following Friday. I am running 100 miles. We're doing the South Downs Way 100 the following weekend. So Friday next week, we won't be here as well, but we will definitely be back that following Monday. Hopefully it won't take me 48 hours to run 100 miles. If it does, there's something very wrong. So yeah, so for the next 2 Fridays, I won't be around. Tina says, well done everyone, see you next week, have a great weekend. Sebastian says, have a great weekend everyone. Thanks for watching everyone, thanks for the chat as well in game and on the YouTube channel. And we have a couple of minutes left. Victoria's heart rate is 153 now. We should just about make 5k. Or maybe we'll just be a bit over.
Bastian says, have a great weekend, everyone. Tina said, well done, everyone. See, oh, have you?
That's how much my wife listens to me. Meters to go to get to 5k, so we'll run to 5k even if it takes us over the 30 minutes. Pride running shorts unlocked. Pride socks unlocked. Where's my mouse? Need to get my mouse working again. Come on, mouse. Come on. Come on. There we go. And 5k done. Well done, everyone. Great work. Good job. Steve Smith says, awesome, as always, well done. Thank you both, says Amy. See you soon. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. We are done here. That is the Pride on Run 2023. We now have some new kit in the locker. Let's go and have a look at that, actually, see if it is definitely there. Sometimes you have to log out and log back in, but let's just see. Let's go to the garage. Hang on 2 seconds, Victoria. Okay, so what's that one? That's the fluoro tank. That's the Tour de Zwift. That's the Scotland jersey, and that's Tour of Watopia. So maybe we do have to log out and log back in again then to see. Yeah, I think we have to log out and log back in again to see the Pride kit. It's not there yet.
Sebastian says no shirt. Anthony said, have a good weekend all. Good luck with your run, Amy. Steve said, awesome as always. Well done. Again, I'm not listening to you at all tonight.
Amazing. Victoria's not listening to me at all. I just read all that out and Victoria reads it again. Anyway, never mind. That's fine. Right. Yes. Actually, Sebastian just said no shirt. So let's just double check. Let's see if we've... Right. So let's check the shorts. So what shorts are they? Right. There's the Pride 2023 running shorts. We've got those. Let's have a look at the socks. There's the Pride 2023 socks. So interesting. No, it didn't. It said shorts and socks, so it never said t-shirt. So maybe we have to do another run to unlock the shirt because the shirt is not there. We have the shorts. There they are there. Pride on shorts. And we had the socks. But no shirts. So that's interesting. So maybe we need to do another Pride on run. I think are they all week? The event description might tell us, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, Sebastian says Clive told me there was no shirt earlier on his run. Let's have a look in the companion app and see. No, that's not what we want. That's what we want there. Let's go to events and see if there are any other Pride on runs. Okay, 1:30. Yeah, right. Plus, you'll unlock the 2023 Pride on running shirt, shorts, and socks when you finish any event. So we have finished an event, and it hasn't given us the shirt. So we need to talk to Zwift HQ about that. That is a bug in the system. We do not have the shirt. So we'll find out about that. Marcus is doing donuts, says Tina, as always, to add on his extra kilometres. That's how Marcus manages to have more miles than the rest of us. But we are off. We're going for a shower. We'll have some dinner, and we'll see you all on Monday for the community run. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all soon. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.